Today, I'm going to do a photo shoot. Actually, it's not today, it's tonight. I'm going to do a photo shoot with this Lamborghini. I'm in Singapore, so that steering wheel is on the right-hand side. So, just so y'all can see this awesome car. This awesome engine. I'm just going to do a little walk around. Yes, it's dirty. Don't be mad. Don't be hating because it's dirty. The guys cut the grass today and they blew a bunch of stuff on top of the car from outside there. So we're in a car park at my condominiums, and yeah, I'm going to shoot this Lambo. Off to the side here, I have a Yangnuo 560 Mark III strobe. If you'll notice that little red light, it's blinking because I have it in slave mode. Right now it's set to a 1-1, which is not supposed to be a 1-1. Every time I set it down, it bumps that button. So anyways, it's at 1/28 output. We're gonna shoot it on white, so that when it goes off, it triggers onto the side of the car. Just gives it a little burst of white light. And on the other side of the car, we have this guy, which is another Yangnuo 560 Mark III. You'll see right there on top. That's our Yangnuo 560 Mark III. It's also in slave mode, but it has a red gel, 2 gels actually, so I want it really red. And it's in slave mode. See the little blinking light? Turn it over. You'll notice it's at 1/2 output because I need it to be very bright. It actually illuminates this entire wall and underneath the Lamborghini. So it's facing this away towards the wall. It's twisted like this because the optic slave up front, right there, needs to see that light over there. Right there. When that light goes off, it triggers that optic slave, which then triggers that light to go off and illuminate the background all red. So my octagon right here is set up to illuminate the front of the model. As she sits right here in the middle of these 2 lights in front of this Lamborghini, this will light her face up and the front of her body. And a little bit of the car, just very little bit of bleed off will go over there. This little light is the top overhead light. It's actually going to light up part of the Lamborghini and the model. So this light up here is a Godox Windstrobe AD180. So right now, this is the wireless whatever it is, transmitter receiver that comes with it. This thing's sole purpose at this point in time is so that I can radio control the input, the up and down output of the light. I have a Yangnuo 622C attached to the bottom of that I'm actually triggering this light and that light with. If I was to open that light up, you would find a Yangnuo 568 Mark II, which is the high-speed sync version of a Yangnuo, which is really cool. Anyways, and on this guy there's a battery pack. It's got a dual output, a left and a right side basically, but what I did was I put the splitter on it. So these 2 batteries go into this one, and that goes up there, bam, and powers this guy up for twice the amount of time. Anyways, got on a little boom stand. Nothing fancy, guys. Pretty relatively inexpensive equipment, depending on where you buy it. If you buy it in Singapore, you're going to pay too much. That's just because they have to import it in from China, which is actually where I got these. All of it came from China. A friend of mine helped me get it. But over here, I have my Canon 5D Mark III set up with a Sigma 70-200. So that's the system I'm going to be shooting with. And on top of it, I have the Yangnuo 622C. I just kicked the tripod, so I gotta do some readjusting. Anyways, this is the Yangnuo 622C transceiver. It's the digital version, so I can change the outputs. So right now I'm going to shoot at 1/6 at an ISO of 100. And let's see what else I got going on here. I'm shooting in RAW, of course, with a small JPEG so I can easily transfer them. I'm at a shutter speed of 200. I'm at an aperture of 2.8. Don't know if y'all can see that because I'm not paying attention. And then my ISO is 100 there. So ISO 100, shutter speed of 200, 1/200th of a second I should say. Aperture of 2.8. This is the angle I'm going to be shooting at. See the cars and the lights, and right here is the tripod. The tripod I'm going to be set up on so y'all can see the photo shoot. Anyways, I will get the model out of the car, bring her over, we'll get started. Y'all can see what's going on. Alrighty? Let me go check. Ready, sweetheart? That's my beautiful model. Before we get started, let me show y'all this one. I forgot to show y'all. So this is the Yongnuo's or the Godox trigger. So that Godox that's on the top up there, as I do this, it changes. I don't put this on my thing. This is not a high-speed sync, so it doesn't work for anything other than a remote control, really, to change the output. That's what that little tiny thing is for on the side of the flash up there. It's a USB wireless receiver for this guy, so I can change the outputs there, which is kind of inconvenient, but it works. Anyways, our model walked away. Where are you going? She's prepping. She doesn't want to prep in front of the camera. Woo woo! Anyways, she's coming back. She's going to assume her position, and I'm going to get started. I think probably all of the camera slave flash units went off, so let me refocus back on the model, get her started, and I'll go take a couple pictures, and then I'll post-process the pictures into this video for y'all. Okay, yes please. Alright everybody, I changed the position of the camera. If you'll notice, right over there is our beautiful model and the Lamborghini, but I'm going to focus on this for just a minute. So I've got everything set up. That flash in the back that makes it go red, if y'all remember, that's at a 1/2 output. It's in slave mode. The light in front of Delise is at a output of 1/16. The white strobe unit right there is at an output of 1/28. It's at a minimum. So what it's going to do is just give a little bit of light. The one above Delise is at 1/16. So here we go. On 3, sweetheart. Big tall. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now you'll see we have a red background underneath the cars illuminating. Well, it's pink, it's not really red. The model's got light on here. We lit up a little part of the side of the Lamborghini with that one little bitty light right there is lighting up this side of the car. I'm not happy with the way that part of the car blends in with the back of Delise. So sweetheart, can you scoot back about 6 inches? Right there. That's probably too far. So, okay. Try that. Fucker up. Take your hair and throw it off of your shoulders. Behind your back, please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so let's do this again. Up, chest over. On 3. Take your right arm back just a little bit. So let me see that triangle between your... There you go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright everybody, see what's going on here? So this is the background. Crazy. It's all orange, yellow, nasty fluorescent lights right there. Nasty fluorescent lights right there. There's a nasty fluorescent light right there on the back of the Lamborghini, which is going to have to be photoshopped out because I don't like it. But when we take a picture with all the lights, here's the end result. We have a beautiful Lamborghini, minimum lighting on it because I don't really want it illuminated super I want the model to be illuminated. I'm noticing a little bit of a shadow on her face right there, so I'm going to have to move this octagon right here. I'm going to bring it around this way so it shines more on her. That I'm going to up the power, which I can probably do right now. Let's just try by upping the power. So I'm going to go from 1/16 output to 1/8 output. So on 3, you ready? Let's do it. Take that elbow back, show me the triangle. Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so y'all can see right here, I've got more light on her, and I did that by using the remote control. Went from 1/16 to 1/8 output, but let me zoom in real fast and see what we're looking at. This is not a professional shoot, this is just to show you guys the video.